Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a quick first impressions of the Allen Heath SQ7. I'm here at the offices for our church, and this coming Sunday, as of recording this video, we're going to be announcing that we're going to be moving to a new location. We're going to be moving to the high school. Like I've said before, we're a portable church. We've been meeting at a theater space, and it's been great for us, but we've outgrown it. So we're moving to a new space starting at the end of March. So we just announced that. Depending on when I get this video out, we may have already announced, or we may have already moved, depending on how long it takes me to edit this. But in the process of moving, we decided to go ahead and get some new gear as well. And one of those things that we are switching out is our audio console. We've been using the Behringer X32, but because of our space limitations, we've been using the rack. And the rack has been working fine. We've been running iPad with it. I don't love the X32. You can watch a video, I think it will be up here, on my love-hate relationship with the X32. But it was time to upgrade and move on to something else. So we decided to go with the Allen Heath SQ7, and we also got along with it the GX4816. So that is a 48 input, 16 output stage box to go along with the SQ. Audio quality will be way better than the X32, as well as the functionality and usability. One of the things that I hate about the X32 is it is not user-friendly. A lot of the things about it are not super volunteer-friendly, and it's just not set up super well. I know they just put out a firmware update a couple months ago that changed things, so now you can do one-to-one routing rather than blocks of 8 like it used to be. But we've had so many issues with the X32, it's not worth even putting that firmware update on right now as we're about to switch. I spent a little bit of time last night going through and starting to do some input setup and routing on the SQ7. It was going really smoothly, so I'm back in here today just working on a little bit, but this is just a first impressions. I've not spent enough time with it yet to give massive reviews on it. I have worked with some Allen Heath stuff in the past. I was helping build a system based on the D-Live, which is the upgrade of this SQ. This SQ is a little lower tier than the D-Live stuff is. Still sounds really great though. So I've worked with Allen Heath stuff before, but really excited to have our own console that we're putting in place, and actual faders. That's fantastic. So the SQ7 is a 48 channel mixing console. It's got 32 mic inputs locally with 16 XLR outputs locally as well. We're going to be putting the Dante card into it as well, so I can do 64 out and in off of the Dante card. That's probably how we're going to do our track system, is running it through Dante rather than the USB. I should be able to do recording that way as well into another computer. And if I'm thinking about this correctly, you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I just started thinking about this last night after one of my volunteers mentioned this. I might actually be able to put a Dante card in the X32 as well and send out the inputs that are coming into the SQ. I can send through Dante to the X32 and be able to use the X32 as our mixer for like video, for live streaming when we start doing that, and let that be mixed separately through the X32 by sending the signal over Dante instead of having to buy another SQ console when we get around to that. So let me know if I'm correct about that. I just started doing research last night on it, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think through Dante, even though they're different systems and the internals of all of this work separately, I think through Dante I could send stuff over to the X32 and use that for inputs and outputs for our recording and for our video production, live streaming when we get there. Help me out with that. So leave a comment down in the description below, or in the comments below, letting me know if I'm right about that. Now, by the time I post this, I may have figured it out, but let me know. That might be worth the investment in the Dante card for the X32 as well. If that's really going to work, that would be awesome. But back to the actual console in itself. It does have 33 motorized faders. There's the master fader over there, and then you have a full bank of 32 with all of your stuff on it. And it has 6 different layers that you can program everything to as well. So right now, I have this set up so that my entire band, including drums, all the instrumentation, my vocalist, and my host microphone, and my pastor's microphones are all on layer 1. But then I also have on layer 1 all of our DCAs. So it's got 8 DCAs available to it. So I have those on layer 1, but then I also have this here. Let me show you, hold on. Boop. I also have this set up. So I have all my DCAs over here. But I also have this set up so when I go to layer B, all my DCAs stay. So for quick mixing, all of my DCAs will stay on every layer that I go through. Now my second layer has our tracks as well as our CG types of things. Some less have to get to type of stuff is on layer 2. Effects returns are on layer 2 as well. So I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to lay this out. There may be other stuff that we need to do. So all of my bus mixes, all my sub auxes and in-ear monitors and all that is on layer 3. And same thing, I have our DCAs staying on all the layers as they go through. So that'll be really nice to have that control. There's other things that I could lock in as well. So I'm thinking about locking in some microphones that are really helpful to have in all the time, like my mic and our pastor's mic. I might lock those. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen on the Osmo Pocket rather than the camera. I apologize. I'm working on that. But I'm thinking about locking my mic and my pastor's microphone, maybe our service host microphone as well, on all of the layers. So no matter where somebody switches to, those 3 microphones, which tend to be some of the most important ones for uses for different reasons, are on all the layers. Not sure that I'll do that yet, but right now this is how I have it set up. It seems to be coming together pretty well. In all honesty, it's exactly what I've been wanting. The usability of it, setting up all of the routing yesterday was so simple just to go through. Learning how to move things around on the layers and all of that was really, really easy. There's still a lot to get to. This thing has 16 soft keys on it that can be programmed to whatever you want them to be. It also has 8 soft rotaries that can be programmed to different stuff as well. Haven't figured out what I want to go into those 24 options there, but that's something that I'm over here trying to figure out now, what I'm going to do with those. But right now, just the touch screen is really nice. The controls are really nice. Everything just works really cleanly. It feels good. It's got a great light up here. It all just feels really user-friendly. I'm going to clean off these fingerprints. Those will drive me nuts. That's a little better. We'll have to get some paper towels or something like that. My hands are kind of lotiony at the moment. But yeah, it's really easy to get into everything. Something else I really like about this, it's got different users as well. So you can change the user, and each user will have its own set of things. So I can lock people out of stuff. That's huge. Our volunteers are still learning, so they don't necessarily know all this stuff. And there's certain things that you don't want somebody to come in and just change. So that's another feature that I really like about this. Several user options. There was a potential of some other things that we would have been creating a different user that would have only had access to a couple channels, things like that. But so that's user functionality on here is something that I'm looking forward to as well. But I don't want to talk too much more. Like I said, I don't know a ton about this console yet. I'm learning it. I'm sitting down with it. But thus far, first impressions, I really like it. It's been really simple to start with. The app that goes along with it for iPad is really nice. I'm about to download it on my phone as well for intermix stuff so that we have that option as well with this console, connecting apps to it, just like on the X32. that you can control your ears and stuff. So thus far, I really, really like this console. It's nice to have an actual board in front of me rather than using the rack. The user friendliness thus far has been really good. Finding things is pretty easy to get to. So I'm excited to get to use this console. As I learn more about it, I'll do a longer review, or not necessarily longer, but a more in-depth review once I know more about it. So thanks for watching, you guys. Go do all the things that YouTube tells you to do. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you're notified when I post a new video. And we'll see you guys next time. Up here. Up there. That's where you guys are.